friends, welcome back to my channel, Diet Coke and Diamonds. My name is Natalie, and today we are going to do a WIP Chat. If you're new or are not sure what that stands for, WIP stands for work in progress, and my work in progress is Frosty Forest Friend. Here's a look at the original artwork. I just started this last night, so we are right here in this bottom corner. I have made like little to no progress. And we're just gonna chat about my week, which is not very interesting. So I'm not sure how long this will be, but yeah, so I decided to try to get like a matchy with my accessories this time. I don't usually do that because I just don't have a lot, and I'd rather spend money on like diamond painting kits than accessories, but here's what we got. So I have this small tray from Munimade. I tend to pour too many drills in here because I'm used to working with the large one, but I'll be using that tray. I have this pen from Enabler's Outpost. I won a gift card from Drills and Chills a few years ago, and I got this pen. The clear resin is starting to yellow, which is a problem with clear resin. So it's not like Enabler's Outpost issue, it's just a clear resin issue. I'm sad about it, but I think it still looks pretty good. So snowflakes, snow, you know, matchy. I have a 6 thin metal multi-placer from Diamond Art Club, and then the stainless steel single placer from Diamond Art Club. I have my excuse me, super sticky Paddywaxx from Paddywaxx on Etsy. That's my go-to wax for my single placer. And then in my multi-placer, I have Randa's Crafty Corner Putty in the scent Vanilla Spice. I recently changed it out. I changed it last night. So I'm not going to change my putty today because I don't really need to. This coverminder is from Nicole at Shire Shenanigans. She made it for me custom, and it's shiny and I love it. There's 2 magnets on the back, and it just is holding my plastic back for me. So make sure you give her a follow if you are not already following her, and check out her shop. She's got a lot of cool things in there. So I have kitted this into these little containers. I got this at Walmart like when I first started diamond painting. So I have 2 of these little trays, and that's just what I have this one kitted up into. So yeah, that's all my like accessories. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. I got this kit in 2021, so this is one of the oldest kits in my stash, and I am kind of struggling with I think the drills. Like, I usually multi-place squares pretty well, and I don't know, I'm having like a hot mess time of it, so I don't know, it's going a lot slower than I anticipated. To be honest, I was really trying to, or hoping I could finish this kit by Friday, and that's not gonna happen. I'm filming this, and it is Monday at like 10 o'clock at night, so yeah, I haven't even finished an entire section. So that's, yeah, definitely not gonna happen, but we'll see how far I can get. And then I will probably end up just working on it when I can. I'm planning to focus on my first Spangler Smackdown, which is Robot Repair versus No More Dragon Breath, and I'm doing that for Mackenzie's Stoke Your Dragonfire event, which starts March 1st, which is Saturday. And I need some water. I need to start, like, having a bottle of water when I film these. I don't know why I don't. Also the mini event that starts in March. So yeah, I want to focus on those 2 events in March. And so this kit will probably get pushed to the side until I finish at least one of the Spangler kits, and the minis. But I don't care about having a ton of whips. Like, this is my 4th whip. Like, I had 3 whips when I finished Lucky Mannequin Echo, and that is like, a shock to the system, because your girl loves a whip. So, yeah, that's kind of like my plans with this kit. But yeah, 2021 Diamond Art Club square drills just were not it. I mean, they aren't terrible by any means, but they're not what we're used to. So I also tend to struggle a little bit when I go from doing a round kit to doing a square kit, because like you kind of get in a groove with multi-placing. I keep seeing ones that I've missed with multi-placing rounds, and then it's just a little bit different when you go to multi-placing squares. Oof, that was almost really bad. I like didn't give myself enough room. Let me like slide everything so I can have some table over here. There we go. Yeah, so it is Monday evening. The last time we chatted in a WIP Chat, I filmed early because I didn't think anything was going to happen on the Monday. And nothing did happen on the Monday. Olive and I filmed the unboxing video that went up for the mini event. I apologize about this glare on the canvas right here. But like it's my only light source in here, so I can't really turn that light off. Sorry. Let me like put some drills down maybe, and maybe that'll like help. Although I'm not planning to put drills right in that section, so I mean, is anyone actually watching this? Most people, I feel like, treat WIP and Chats as like podcasts, which is what I treat them as. So hopefully no one's actually watching this train wreck anyway. And so it's not like a big deal. But what was I saying? Oh, so me and Olive filmed that unboxing. She loves filming. She asks me like all the time. She can film with me. It's just hard because, you know, I don't want her filming too often because, you know, I don't really want her on YouTube. So, but she thinks she's a YouTube star. And she wants to make her own channel about something about Barbies, and I don't remember what she was saying. Something about Barbies. I don't know. Yeah. So, that will not be happening. But she can film videos on her phone all she wants to. They're just gonna live on her phone. Yeah. So we filmed that. We went by the vet. I had to pick up Biscuit's heartworm medication, and I had to take a fecal sample in for Moose, which that's thrilling. But I had not been able to do it up until that point because, you know, we had all been hit with norovirus and it was just a lot going on. So we did that, and then we stopped by my in-laws and had lunch and just visited with them. And so it was just, I don't feel like we did anything else. We probably went to Target because, like, Target is where I love to go all the time. So we probably went to Target if I had to guess. Yeah, so just a normal day. I thought that the unboxing mini video went well. I'm excited for that event to start and to do that bracket. I think that's gonna be fun, and I just love that idea so much. Like, that is so, like, I don't feel like I've seen an event like that yet. Which, I mean, it's possible that there has been one. I don't know of all of the diamond painting events. I know of, like, the giant ones, like Summer with the Masters, Drills and Chills, like the really, you know, the big ones, like the Spangler events, Dakota-thon, but I just haven't heard of anything like that before, so I just think it's a good idea. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Oh, Lord have mercy. I might have to stop and get some water. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to start my Spangler Smackdown. I kitted those kits up yesterday, finally, after I finished Lucky Mannequin Echo. I love kitting up, so I'm not sure why it took me so long to kit those up. I think I was just kind of like in a funk, and I just didn't feel like it. And yeah, so I don't know, but I got them kitted up. Robot Repair had literally 0 static. It was like a beautiful time. There were a few colors on No More Dragon's Breath that had static, so I did just pop a like dryer sheet in there. That was annoying, but it wasn't as bad as I've had before. So yeah, not too crazy. Honestly, as dry as it has been, like, in my house with this weather, I expected static galore in both of those kits. And so I was very pleasantly surprised by that. So yeah, I am excited about that as well. And look at that, a pink one. Oh my God, I swear, I just can't see. I have bad eyesight. And you always, no matter what, you're always just gonna miss one. It's just like the facts of life. I'll probably find another one in like a few minutes. So yeah, so excited about that. I'm also, I think that's all of this color. Yeah. I'm also stoked that I finished Lucky Mannequin Echo. But I'm jumping ahead. Okay, so that was Monday. So yeah, so we filmed that video. That was pretty much it. Then Tuesday, so they started talking about like the weather. They started saying like, oh, you know, you need to prepare yourselves. It's gonna snow. And I don't listen to the mess because they always say that. And the weather people around here don't know what's going to happen because the weather people around here suck. So I just ignore what they say, to be honest. Like, I take everything they say with a grain of salt because like 80% of the time they're wrong. This time they weren't wrong. So, Tuesday was like a normal day. Olive went to school. I worked. Normal day. Wednesday, school was canceled. It was supposed to start snowing around 10 o'clock in the morning. My husband had a snow day from work. I still had to work from home. Like, my job did not close, even for people in the office. It was still like business as usual, which I was very irritated about because it just made me feel like, which I know I don't, I try not to talk about work on here. And I'm not going to say where I work or who I work for, but it just made me feel like we don't matter because like the people that were in the office you didn't shut down for them. Like, that's just, like, it didn't matter that I was at home. That's not the point. It's the point that, like, there were people in the office and you made them come in, and, like, you knew basically the whole state was shutting down because of this weather event, whatever. Anyway, oh God, look at that. Like, what is happening? So yeah, so Moose had a vet appointment scheduled for that morning, for Wednesday morning, and it was at like 9 o'clock. So I went ahead and took him. It wasn't snowing or anything outside. It wasn't raining. So I went ahead and took him, and he had to get like one of his shots updated. So he got that. He did great. He got a nail trim. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just bumped the camera. Sorry. He got a nail trim and he got a shot, and then they weighed him, and little chunky butt, he was 13 pounds when we took him like the first vet appointment. This boy is 19 and a half pounds. OMG. That's because he is greedy. Okay? He is greedy. So yeah, he is chunky. But yeah, he looks great. Everything looked good. So I have to take him back in a few weeks for a rabies shot and another like booster vaccine or whatever. So when we left the vet, it was probably like 9:30 because they took us early. Like, we got there a little bit early and they took us early. And it was snowing, like flurries, like just snow flurries. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe they do know what they're talking about. But I still was kind of like, okay, whatever. Like, I can't believe they let these kids out of school. Like, I couldn't believe my husband was off of work. I mean, I was glad because that meant that she could stay home with him when I took Moose to the vet. And that meant he could occupy her while I worked. Plus, he's her favorite person, so she's happier when he's home. Like daddy's girl to the 18 millionth power, but you know what? It is okay. I am not upset about it. And so I came home, I got, I was working, and like I can see, I sit at my kitchen table to work just because like we do have a desk, but it's not big enough. Like, it's just it's like tall, and I like a wide area to like write, like spread out my stuff and write on and stuff. So I just like put out my stuff every morning, and then I break it all down every evening. My laptop for work gets very hot. I think it's gonna catch on fire, so I shut it down every night because yeah. So yeah. But I can see out like I face the back door. So which is like just like it's like sliding. So I could see the snow was getting like heavier. And so I was like, oh, it really is snowing. Like, this is kind of crazy. I'm like, they were right. So they finally called it and let us off at 1. Which, I mean, better late than never, I guess. But I still just was like, it just left a sour taste in my mouth about the whole thing. Because it's like a lot of us who work there don't live in the same city. And so it's like, you know that. And you know that, like, there's commute time involved. And now you're going to have us on these highways where nobody knows how to drive in this. I don't know. Whatever. So I was just kind of in a bad mood after that. So I didn't feel like diamond painting. I think I did some pixels, but I just kind of like sat around. I just didn't feel like doing much of anything after work on Wednesday. This is a bird, and it doesn't, oh, it's facing up. That's its beak. Right? Yes. Okay, so it's like a blue jay. Can you see that? Yeah, so this is the bird right here that I'm working on. It's just not a very good, like, if Kate could render this now, I know it would look better. And this kit would be bigger. I think this kit is bigger now because I was looking at the dimensions online, and it is different than the dimensions of the kit that I have. I need to look that up and see what they are because they are different. I just don't remember what they were. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so I didn't really diamond paint on Wednesday. I just didn't feel like getting it out. I was just kind of like irritated. And I had a lot of work to do. And so I thought about like just staying logged in and just continuing to work because I have a lot of work I need to get done. And like at the end of the month, I just have like some deadlines that I have to meet. And you know, this is just not a good time for snow days, whatever. But I was like, no, I'm not, because I'm so irritated. This place clearly doesn't care about me. I'm getting off of here. So I did, but then I still didn't diamond paint. I didn't read. I just sat there. I don't even remember. I probably was scrolling on my phone or something. Like, I don't remember what I did. I don't feel like I did anything. So that was that. And then Thursday, I had a snow day. My husband does not work. He doesn't work Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. He's off, like those are his off days. So he was off. Olive had another snow day, which we got. Okay, this is like gonna be laughable for like my northern friends, but we got like quite a bit for us, which was like 2.5 to 3 inches. Okay, and I know that's not a lot, but for us it is a lot. And it was like snow. Like it was like real snow. It wasn't like ice and slush. It was just like pretty snow. Like it was nice. It was nice to look at from inside the house because I don't want to be out in that. But yeah, it was nice. So yeah, so they called it snow day. What is happening? I'm telling you what, these 2021 drills, y'all, they were not it. So we were all off again, and I think Wednesday night I finally pulled out Lucky Mannequin-Echo, and then I just left it on the table because I have an easel, but it hurts my back to use the easel, which I know is like backwards. Like you would think being hunched over the kitchen table like a hunchback would hurt my back, but no. Working at the easel hurts my back. So I use the easel to kind of store everything, but then I work at the kitchen table. So I left my diamond painting on the kitchen table because I knew I wanted to work on it Thursday morning. And then Thursday, I just got in like the best groove on like Lucky Mannequin-Echo. I got 3 sections done on that kit, and they were big Elissa sections. Like they were pretty big. And it was so much fun. I loved that kit, and I posted up a post review for that kit on Sunday. If you haven't already seen it, go check it out. Oh my god, I can't say enough good things about that kit. When that kit comes back in stock, like just go get it. You won't regret it. It's so good. Like if you like a happy, colorful kit, that kit is for you. Okay, just do it. So yeah, so I did that. I mean, I diamond painted all day. It was great. Like, now see, like, look at this. That is way too many. These are gonna fall out. Are they gonna fall out? Well, you know what? They're not. I'm gonna leave them in there. But that's way too many drills for this little tray. I'm used to having a big tray. So I diamond painted all day long. It was fantastic. I've been on a binge of Michaela Renee's YouTube channel. She probably thinks I'm stalking her because, well, I don't know. I don't know if she gets like a notification every time I like her videos, but I always like them after I watch them. Because like, I think that helps the algorithm. I don't know. You would think I would know. now that I have my own YouTube channel, but I have no idea how any of it works still. So yeah, she's like probably like, good God, this girl is a stalker. But I have been binging all of her diamond painting content, and she's got quite a bit of videos. So, and she's only been diamond painting, or yeah, for like a little bit over a year. She started in 2023. So most of her content, like before then, because she's had a channel since like 2020 or 2021 something, is adult coloring. And so I don't watch the adult coloring, although I am intrigued. She's got some like Disney mystery coloring book flip through videos, and I am intrigued. I might watch like one just to see what it is. But since I'm not really into that, I don't watch those. Plus I just don't have time for all that. But I literally watched Michaela Renee's channel the entire day and diamond painted, and it was a grand old time, I tell you what. It got me out of my funk, and I'm happy about that because yeah, I needed to get out of my funk. So yeah, the dogs had a great time playing in the snow. It was really cute. At one point, Moose was running in the snow and like tripped on the snow and like face planted. I wish I would have got a video of it. Like, it was hilarious. It was really cute. Olive and my husband built a snow dog. I did not get a picture of it. I think he might have, and if I have a picture of it, I'll post it, but I don't know if I have a picture of it or not. But they made like a snow biscuit, and then they also built a snowman, but the picture that he took of the snowman, it was on the side of the house. So I went out there during, like, while they were building it, but it was so freaking cold. I came right back inside. And the only picture he took of it had olive in it, so I'm not going to post that here. But it was still like alive yesterday, I think. They called him Flake Shelton. But yeah, so they played out there like a good 2 hours on Thursday, which was nice because Olive was so excited to actually have like good snow. And I was happy for her and the dogs because Biscuit, this year he got his, this year he saw his first snow and he loves it. And then Moose seems to like it too, so they enjoyed it. So I'll post up pictures of the dogs for sure, and then I'll see if I have a picture of Flake Shelton without Olive in it, but I don't think I do. And there's no dog. Anyway, she has like, which let me know if you or somebody like your kids or somebody has this. So she came inside and like her legs, so she was wearing multiple layers of clothing. Her legs were broken out in like welts. Like, it was insane. I was like, what in the world? So I made her get in the bath so we could like bring her body temperature up. And I put a movie on her phone. It was Monsters University, and just put it on in the bathroom so she could stay in the bath for a while and watch it and get her body temperature up. But it was just crazy. Like, my legs get red in the snow. Like, if I make a snow angel, any part of my leg that has touched the ground will be red, even if I have jeans or whatever on. But it wasn't like that. It was like welts, like hives almost. I don't know. It was weird. But she said they didn't itch. They didn't hurt. It was just, they scared her. Like, the look of them scared her. But I don't know. I guess I'll mention it to her doctor next time we go. That girl, she's got issues. She's got like my allergy problems for sure. And she's got like eczema, and so this is probably just another like eczema thing. What is this? Oh, this is a bunny. Oh, this right here is a bunny. So there's a bunny standing. Okay, so let me shrink this out of the way. Okay, so this, oh, you're not gonna be able to see it because of the glare. Maybe. This is the head up here. It's in the next section. This is the body of a bunny. And then this head right here is another bunny. There's two bunnies right here. Okay. This is why I keep the artwork handy, because I can't tell what stuff is sometimes. This is cute. Okay. And look, I missed those two symbols. This is a mess. Yeah, so that was Thursday. Friday, I had to go to the office. We were open, Olive had another snow day. I had to go in the office. My in-office days are Thursday and Friday. And, we were opening at 11. It does take me around an hour to get to work, so I had to leave at 10, which I was more than happy to get out of this house because the dogs and the kid were driving me insane. So I went to work and got a lot done, and it was fine. The roads were fine, like everything was good. I mean, I watched the news to make sure because I was not going to risk my life for that place. But once I saw on the news that everything seemed to be a-okay, I was good. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. I filmed this earlier. I keep doing this. Like, I film and then I'm like, God, that was so bad. And so then I refilm. Where is this color? I don't think I have this color. V? I don't see this anywhere. Oh, here it is right here. Jeez Louise. So, yeah. That was our big snow adventure. On a Saturday, Olive was invited to a birthday party. And, oh, God. I don't like to socialize. I don't want to socialize with my own friends, let alone people I don't know. So she got invited to this birthday party, and it wasn't even her friend's birthday. It was her friend's. It was her little crush. It was his brother's birthday. And so I guess the mom was like, hey, you can invite some of your friends too, so he wouldn't feel left out, I guess. I don't know. So she brings this invite home a few weeks ago, and she's like, oh, Mommy, I'm invited to so-and-so's birthday. And I'm like, who in the heck is that? Because I've never heard you mention this kid before. And she's like, oh, you know, it's his brother. And I'm like, it's his brother? Well, how old is his brother? Like, are they twins? And he's like, no. Or she said, no, he's in the 3rd grade. I'm like, the 3rd grade? And no, she's in the 1st grade. I'm like, okay. And why are you invited? You don't, like, do you have elective with him? Like, do you have gym with him or something? Like, what is the situation? She's like, no, he just invited me. Well, the invitation was clearly filled out by a child. So I texted the mom, and I was like, praying it was like fake. There is a tab or something. I keep hitting the camera. I'm so sorry. My phone's plugged up because it was about to die. And so I keep hitting the cord. So hopefully if you're actually watching, I'm not making you a seasick. So I was hoping that it was like, oh my God, my bad. He wasn't supposed to invite her. How embarrassing. No. She was like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about how that would look that a kid filled out the invitation. She's invited. She's more than welcome to come. I was like, oh God. So we went to Target. I was hoping that then when I, oh my Jesus, I'm so sorry. Then when I found out about the snow, I was hoping the snow would like cancel it. And I was like, oh good, I got a good excuse. This snow is going to cancel school and this party. Like, this is fantastic. No. It melted. So we could still have this dumb party. So I go to the party. I literally, My stomach hurt so bad that morning because my anxiety was so high over this party. Like, this is stupid, okay? I did not want to go. I told my husband he has to go to the next one. Like, unless it's something super fun that I want to do. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not going to the next one. So it was at their house. So we get there and the little boy, her friend, is like, "Oh, hey, Olive, you can take your shoes off." And so she's like, "Okay," which she loves to have her shoes off. That's her favorite thing. So she rips her shoes off and then they run off and they just left me standing there. And I'm like, where do I go? Like, oh my God, I wanted to melt into the carpet and just disappear. It was awful. So I was just like, oh my God. So I'm just like standing in these people's foyer, like, where the heck am I supposed to go? This was like the nicest house I've ever been to. I was just like, oh my God, I do not belong here. Like, get me out of here. So I finally see like another dad and I'm like, okay, let me follow the adults. So I just like start walking around. I need some more stuff. So with this, I just kind of scrape it. And I don't ever clean out the old, which you're probably supposed to, but I just don't. So I just kind of scrape it and then I push it down on my nail and then wipe away the excess, and that's it. Yeah, so I find the other dad and I'm like, okay, let me follow the adults. And so I go in the kitchen and I find the mom and she kind of resembled the kid. So I figured that was the mom. So I like introduced myself and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're so happy she could come, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna unplug you. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so hopefully I won't hit the camera anymore. So sorry. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. So like I like introduce myself and then I'm like, I'm not good at small talk. Like I'm just awkward. Like it's just, I hate meeting new people. And like I don't know, I just wanted to die. So she like is like, "Help yourself," and there's like all these like snacks and I'm just like, lady, I didn't come over here to eat your food, you weirdo. Like, what the heck? And then she's like, "There's adult beverages in the cooler," and I'm like, adult beverages? And like, I think I've mentioned it, I don't like I'm weird about stuff. Like I don't like, you know, drugs and stuff, which I mean obviously this lady didn't have like a brick of Coke or anything in her cooler, but I don't like drinking around kids. And so I was like, okay, this is a child's birthday party. You should not have, like, why do you have adult beverages at a child's birthday party? But also I'm a lightweight, so like I can't, I'm driving. Like, what do you, I don't know what she even had. Like it might have been like Smirnoff Ice or something. Oh, that's got a tab on it. Lord. Yeah, 2021 drills, y'all. They were not it. They were not it. So I was just like, oh yeah, what about some Diet Coke? No. They had ginger ale, which, you know, I'm not a ginger ale hater, but like I don't like to drink calories. I prefer to eat my calories. So unless it's ginger ale 0, I'm not, or diet ginger ale, like I don't want it. And then she had like sparkling water. No thanks. Like, ugh. So I was just like, oh no, I'm good. Like I got a Diet Coke in the car. I can live. So she was like, okay, we ordered pizza, you know, it'll be here soon, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, you know, no biggie. So then she's like, you know, you can sit in the living room if you want. And I'm like, okay. So I go in the living room and the guy I had seen earlier was sitting in the living room just like playing on his phone. And so I was like, okay. So I was like, hi, I'm gonna come sit in here with you. And he was like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. But then he didn't say anything. And I was just like, oh my God, get me out of here. Like, this is so awkward. And, like, his kid was one of the birthday boy's friends. And so, like, she doesn't, I think she actually does know Olive, but she's in 3rd grade. So she's not, like, one of Olive's friends. Like, I have no idea who this kid is. And so I'm just like, oh my God. So I don't do small talk. So I was just like, okay. So like 10 minutes goes by and I'm texting my husband and I'm like, this is the most awkward situation I've ever been in. I want to die. Get me out of here. And he's just like trying to talk me down. And like, meanwhile, my stomach is killing me and I feel like I need to not be there. Like, it's not like I didn't feel like I was gonna like vomit or anything. I just felt like a pit in my stomach. Like, it just hurt. It was just an anxiety. It was like a ball of anxiety. It was awful. And it hurt the entire day. It was terrible. And so, oh, that looks terrible. So we're sitting there and then I hear them say Olive's best friend's name from last year. And she is not in Olive's class this year. But she has an older brother. And so I guess her older brother is friends with the birthday boy. And so they were both there. And I have talked to her dad before. And so he was there and he loves to chat about God knows what. So he comes in and he's like, thank God for him, because he comes in and he's like talking our heads off about everything. I mean, he told us, I know more about that man than I should, to be frank. But yeah, it was the most awkward 3 hours of my life. And I mean, it was just really weird to me that like the mom didn't, like at one point the mom did come in there and sat down for like a hot minute. And then the other dad that I didn't know, he said, like the one dad asked him, like, where are you from? And he said where he was from. And it was like some small town in North Carolina that I've never heard in my life. And so me and the other guy were just looking like, what are you talking about? And she knew what he was talking about. And so you would think that she would have been like stoked and like wanted to stay and talk. No, she left. And it was just so weird. Like, she didn't come back. And I'm like, you just left me in here with these 2 men? Like, what is wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know what, maybe she was playing hostess. But, like, I don't know. It was just, it was the worst. And so, like, I'm texting my husband, and I'm like, I'm just in here with these dads. And he's like, what? I would have thought it would have been moms. I'm like, it's not. It's dads. Which, okay, they were perfectly nice. But it's just, like, it was not for me. I did not want to be there. It was awful. And then it was supposed to end at 2. And I was so stoked that there was, like, a hard end time. So, like, at 2 o'clock, I'm like, all right, Olive, it's time to go. No. She's like, oh, no, it's time for me to play Just Dance. And I'm like, what? Like, this kid is so shy normally. No. She's in there just dancing it up. I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, it's not time for you to make your debut. Like, come on. So we ended up staying until about 3. Oh, my God. It was awful. It was just, it was so bad. So, yeah, I had the worst headache when I got home. I took some ibuprofen. My stomach did not stop hurting until the next day. Like, it was just like absolute anxiety stomach. Like, it was terrible. I was just like, I am a mess. Like, I'm glad she had fun. But it's just, I don't know. I guess you sacrifice for your kids, right? But oh my God, I don't want to ever do that again. It was so bad. I mean, now I guess I know the mom, but it's like, don't leave me in here with these 2 men, you weirdo. Like, I don't know. She seemed a little strange herself, to be fair. So maybe she's also socially awkward and she didn't know what to do. But, like, it's your house, lady. Like, ugh, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so that was Saturday. But I've been dreading that party since she brought that invitation home. So it's finally over, thank God. So I can move on with my life. And I hope next year she isn't, well, if she's invited next year, I'm not going. I'm making my husband go because I'm not doing that again. Like, he's got to go sit with the dads. I'm not doing it. I'm going to tell him, it's your turn, bub. Because I'm not sitting with the dads. So Saturday night, I worked on Lucky Mannequin Echo, and I watched the Gabby Petito documentary on Netflix. It was pretty good. It was 3 episodes. I can't remember how long they were. They might have been like 45 minutes to an hour long each. Because she was like trying to be a YouTube star, she had a lot of footage, which made it like really interesting because there was like a lot of actual footage of the two of them. Which is like something that you don't often see in like a documentary like that, which is nice. But it was kind of creepy because they were able to use some kind of technology to like mimic her voice reading her journal entries, and I did not like that. Like, that is creepy. Technology is insane. But yeah, so if you're into true crime, the Gabby Petito Netflix thing that just came out is pretty good. There was one weird moment for me at the end. They were talking about, and I do remember that this happened, they were talking about how the Gabby Petito trial kind of brought, or not trial, the Gabby Petito, like the news coverage of it kind of brought to light the issue of how the media is very obsessed with like missing and murdered white women, but not so much with missing and murdered Indigenous or Black women, and or Hispanic women, I guess. And it was just like the tiniest mention, and then it was gone. And it was just like, I felt like there was a bigger story there. And so I guess it's like, well, it's still an issue. And that's why there's not much to report. I don't know. It was so weird to me, the way it was kind of like, it was like that wasn't wrapped up. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I also watched it at like midnight, so maybe there was more to it and I just like missed it. I don't know. I just felt like that was like a loose end that didn't get tied up in that documentary. But otherwise, I thought it was good. I had forgotten how it ended. I mean, I knew she got killed, but I had forgotten what happened to him. So yeah, but it was good. So yeah, if you're into true crime, give it a watch. It's pretty good. What else has happened in my life? So Sunday. Was it yesterday? Yes, today's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. Okay, yesterday I finished Lucky Mannequin Echo. I filmed the post review. I was like super stoked because I filmed it. I finished the kit. I filmed the post review. I edited it. I posted it up. Like, I got it all done. I was feeling like on top of the world. I was like, oh man, I'm like killing it today. And then I was so tired. So I was like, I'm gonna go to bed early. Like, I said, I think I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go get in bed and I'm just gonna read. And it was like 9:30. So I go upstairs and I brushed my teeth and I came out of the bathroom and like I heard a really loud noise in the hallway and I was like, what the heck is that? And our like HVAC stuff is in the attic. And I realized it was the HVAC system. And I was like, oh, Jesus. And so I went and stood in the hallway and I was just like looking up at the attic, like, what's that? And then it cut off and I was like, okay, well, maybe it's always that loud and I just didn't realize it. I don't know. And so then I got in bed and I like pulled my book out, and then I started smelling like something burning. And I have like this stupid fear that my house is gonna catch on fire while I sleep. Like, I don't know why specifically while I sleep, but that is the fear, is that while I'm asleep, my house is gonna catch on fire. And it's probably like leftover from This Is Us. I don't know. It's just something that is wrong with me. So yeah, so it smelled like something was burning, and I was like, am I crazy? Like, am I smelling burning? Like, what the heck is that? And then my husband came upstairs and he was like, do you smell that? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, it smells like something's burning. I'm like, yeah. And then he was standing like underneath where the attic is. I said, pull down the attic stairs. And so he opened it and he was like, and then it kicked back on and it was making that super loud noise again. And he was like, why does it sound like that? I was like, I don't know, dude, but it's freaking me out. And so he was like, yeah, that's not right. So I turned everything off. And so we have been without heat since last night. Yeah, the struggle. So we brought Olive and the dogs into our bed, which Olive winds up in our bed every night anyway, but the dogs usually sleep downstairs in their crates. And so we brought them in the room because we were worried about them being cold. Even though, like, realistically, first of all, Biscuit is part husky. Like, he's not going to be cold. But you know, I mean, maybe he might have been cold. I don't know. Better, you know, I don't know. And also, like, if the house catches on fire, I need him to be with me so that, like, I can throw him out the window and he's not downstairs by himself. I don't know. So they slept in the room with us and they actually did pretty good. They started out in the bed. Moose was like stressed out. Like, he kept panting really heavy, and that he was doing that like when we first brought him home, like in the car, he was doing that. But he did finally calm down. And then Biscuit finally jumped down and slept like in front of the bedroom door. But so I guess he wasn't cold, but I think it's because Moose was like getting in his space and he didn't like that. But they did pretty good. They weren't like getting into stuff, which was nice. So yeah, so we're gonna do that again tonight. The guy is coming tomorrow between 9 and 2. Like, sir, that is kind of a large window. I have stuff to do. I do not need to be waiting around for some strange man to come into my house for that long. Like, hello. But I mean, I'm gonna do what I gotta do because I am freaking cold. So I drank a lot of coffee today, hence why I'm still awake and, you know, wired. I had soup for lunch, and I'm gonna do the same thing again tomorrow. And if this man comes super early, I'm gonna go to Starbucks and get myself an extra hot coffee because I deserve it. I actually don't love Starbucks. Fun fact. Starbucks is overrated, is my opinion. But I think I have some money on a gift card on there, and I don't like to waste gift cards, so I might do that. But yeah, so that was my Sunday and my night last night. And then today I worked so hard. I got so much freaking work done today. It was amazing. I was like, dang, maybe I need to be freezing cold. And that's like the secret. Because I was a little productive Patty, I tell you what. God, this placement is absolutely tragic. Oh, Lord. I have, I don't know how many more 2001 kits. 2001? Wow. 2021 kits I have left in my stash, but I need to check and I need to get them done because this is going to be a real test of my patience. Yeah, so what else do I have to talk about? Oh, I got a gift in the mail, and I'll pop up a picture. So we are going to Disney World as a fam in a few weeks, and I cannot freaking wait. I love Disney World. I'm a huge Disney person. I'm like one of these obnoxious like Disney adults, or I would like to be if I was like super rich. And my favorite thing in the world is Mickey waffles. So my mom got me this shirt to wear to Disney World in a few weeks, and I'm so excited. It's like perfection. And it's really soft. She got it off of Etsy. So I love it. Thank you, Mom. And yeah, so we're going to Disney World in a few weeks, and I can't wait. It's going to be, my dad is the only man that was invited. My husband doesn't like Disney, so he's staying home with the boys. And my brother-in-law, he likes Disney, but he wasn't invited. And there are no other, oh, my stepdad, he wouldn't want to come anyway. So it's my dad, and then his 5 kids, his 2 ex-wives, and then his, how many grandkids does he have? 4 grandkids. So however many people that is. But yeah, it's so fun. We went a few years ago. It was the same amount of people, except my sister was pregnant with my niece at the time, and Olive didn't want to go, so she stayed home with my husband. But it was so much fun. So we planned another trip, and we're going in a few weeks, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. So I will definitely have a good Disney full whip and chat when that happens. That's another thing, is like my time to diamond paint is going to be shorter in March just because of that, because I am not going to be diamond painting at Disney World. As much as I love diamond painting, there is no time for diamond painting when you're at Disney. Absolutely not. Like, I'm not even going to take a kit. There's no point. So yeah. But I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I have not made any more progress on my book. So hopefully next weekend when we chat, or next week when we chat, I will have made some progress on that. And hopefully next time we chat, I'll have some heat, because good God, I'm freaking freezing, dude. I've been wearing layers and my Udi all day, and I took my Udi off because it's hard to diamond paint with the Udi, because it, like, the sleeves are big, so they get stuck in the glue. But oof, I am so cold. So I am about to put all this up, and then I think I'm gonna grab my AirPods and edit this video from my phone in my bed, snuggled up, because I'm just so cold. But anyways, I think we made some pretty good progress on this little square today, don't you? So let me know how your week has been going, and if you made it this far, let's drop a bird for this like little abstract bird that we've got going on in our little picture here. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great week, and I will chat with you in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye. I hear beeping. Like someone's car alarm is going off. Oh, it stopped. Oh my God, am I losing it? Am I going insane? We